I'm gonna show you how I replaced my old bathroom mirror with this 24-inch smart Android TV. It's super slim and looks futuristic. Should be able to fit in any decor. This video is sponsored by Sylvox.
Stay low or use the water for concealment.
It makes brushing teeth and taking showers a lot more interesting. It has YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Videos, basically whatever Android TV supports. It's waterproof with IP66 rating. The remote is also waterproof. Its battery compartment is rubber sealed. When it's off, it looks just like a regular mirror, except the power indicator and 2 speaker grills. It supports Google Chromecast, so I can easily put my YouTube video on the screen here. Check it out. And it's loading in real time. I'm also gonna show you how to get it installed properly without any visible wires on the wall. This is what it looks like out of the box. It comes with a remote, the mounting bracket, mounting hardware, screws, 2 AAA batteries for the remote, some drywall anchors, cleaning cloth, Allen key wrench, user manual, and a power adapter. Looks like a mirror, but when it's powered on, it's gonna be a TV. Down here we got the USB port, audio RCA output, power input, HDMI ARC, optical audio output, RJ45 Ethernet cable, antenna connection. It has touch-sensitive controls on the TV, which we're gonna cover later. Let's take a look at the back. Flip it over. This is the mounting bracket. 2 screws here. Remember the Allen key I just showed? It's gonna be used for taking off or secure the TV to the bracket. I'm using its metal mounting plate as a template to trace its screw holes so I know where to drill. I'm using a 3D laser level to ensure high precision, but you can do it with any regular level. A larger hole will be created in the center to make the wires invisible. Before drilling, you need to make sure there are no live wires or water pipes behind the wall, but that's a different topic. The drywall anchors has to be used to ensure it's a secure installation. In order to have a clean installation, the hole is necessary so they can be hidden inside the drywall. Here I'm using a very common technique among electricians by attaching a thread to the fishing tape of the client tool, so I can grab the DC power cable from the other end, where I created another hole in the sink cabinet so it can have access to power. The 2 tabs at the top of the mounting bracket will be able to hold the mirror in place. Then it's secured by 2 little screws at the bottom, using the little Allen key. I just paired its Bluetooth remote, which supports the voice command. Let's set it up. Google TV device found. Scan code. That was pretty quick. I just provided my Wi-Fi router password. Just to show you guys, it runs Android 11 OS. Now we're gonna go back to the home screen, turn off the light so it's not so reflective. It has all these standard Android TV features, and there are apps like Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus. For example, if I have Disney Plus, I can at any moment depress on the voice command button, just say search for Spider-Man movie in Disney Plus. And then I got all the Spider-Man movie in Disney Plus, like Homecoming. I click it to play the movie. Watch right now. Or I can go to my iPhone and play the movie and cast it onto this TV. So this cast feature is available. It got automatically discovered in my Disney Plus app. It supports Google Chromecast, so I can easily put my YouTube video on the screen here. Check it out. And it's loading in real time. 1080p resolution, image quality is great. This is IPS screen, so it doesn't matter which angle I'm looking at it, the color saturation and accuracy is always maintained. I'm gonna zoom in. Here's a quick overview of the remote, which is powered by two AAA batteries. I can turn the TV screen on or off. It actually just powers off the screen. It doesn't turn off the whole thing, so it's on instantaneously. There's a mute button, channel number selection, shortcuts to Netflix, YouTube, Disney+, Prime Video. There's a profile selection too, so multiple users are supported. The voice command allows me to talk to the remote and do the search in real time. It does the dictation. And a settings option to make adjustments to the Google TV, the basic navigation and a confirm button, the home, back, there's a live TV option, volume, channel selection, the information, the record button for live TV, and press this shortcut to go to the all apps and the standard controls here. The remote mounting bracket can be attached to the wall or the back of the door using the 3M tape or using the screws. I'll quickly walk you through the controls on the TV. There's a power on-off switch, which allows me to quickly use it as a regular mirror. The second button is the source that brings up the menu on the left, so I can cycle through Google Home, TV, AV input, HDMI 1, HDMI 2, and goes back to TV Home. Then I also got the mute button that it shows the TV has been muted, or I can, this is, by the way, this is not a touch screen, or I can increase the volume or decrease the volume using the volume adjustments button on the side. It has the channel selection. If I have the cable connected, then I will be able to quickly switch channels. Now let's quickly navigate through this TV and see all of its possible options and settings. However, keep in mind it may change in the future depending on the OS updates in this Android TV. So the first option is to add an account, or you can also do that in the remote. So more than one people can use this TV to have their personalized recommendation tab, like under For You, that is based on my watching history or the recommendations coming from the Android TV OS. So that's the first tab. The second one is the live TV option, where I can watch free live TV news over the internet. And keep in mind, I'm not using the antenna option. The data here is retrieving from the Wi-Fi network. You can always go back to the home page by pressing on the home button on the remote. So that's the live option. There are lots of TV options to choose from. And this is the live and real-time program information like Fox News, CBS News, NBC are available. Now the third tab is the apps. I can install Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video. These are pre-installed, and there are so much more. And not just limited to video streaming service. There are, basically endless amount of Android apps to be installed. Like Kodi can have your own media server, for example. So there are lots of contents here, just like the App Store. The library is what I have purchased in the in the past from the Google Play Store, I believe. And there's a search option where I can search movie, apps, shows. But what I found myself doing the most is depress on this voice command option, and it will start dictating and do the voice search based on what I've just talked about when pressing and hold this voice command button. And moving over here, that's the settings. You can always quickly access the gear icon on the remote, where I have the screensaver option to display some beautiful wallpaper, or play the music in the background, or watch YouTube videos too. So coming back here, inputs, that's the input selections on the left. Picture, this is to adjust the picture quality. The picture mode includes standard, dynamic, movie, eco mode, which has reduced brightness, gentle, vivid, sports, game, personal. There are tons of options to go through. WCG, screen brightness, I set it to 77%, but it came with 100%, so I just set it back to the maximum brightness. There's an advanced setting where you can change the color temperature, dynamic contrast, HDMI options when the cable is connected. Noise reduction was set to medium. I turned it off. Okay, the picture reset, if you made lots of changes and not unsure about your change, you can always revert back to the default setting. Then you can also update the Wi-Fi connection details. Accessibility is available if you need that accessibility option. Under settings, we have more detailed settings for channel inputs, where you can do the scan when the antenna is used. Display and sound, where you can have, again, the picture, screen, setting, aspect ratio. Yeah, I just don't like when I click the back button, it takes me back to the home screen instead of this menu. So display sound, I'm just gonna quickly walk through these. Account and sign in options, privacy, apps, where I can uninstall basically all the apps I have stored in the local storage of the Android TV. So I can remove the apps. You use the left button to go back instead of the back button. And under system, I can see the about information, date and time is set automatically. The language, keyboard option. If you connect a USB dongle, you can use the Logitech wireless keyboard and mouse to go through the net to navigate or do text input. The storage, the total space is 4.3 GB. Ambient mode, it can display your Google Photos, art gallery, or experimental or weather information in the region based on the location data. So there are lots of stuff to go through. When it's idling, you can just use it as a photo frame, for example. Power behavior, this is about power consumption and energy saving. When it's inactive, it will be able to turn off after 30 minutes, and this number can be adjusted based on your preference. And by the way, it consumes 25 watts of power based on my test. Power on behavior goes to the TV home screen or last used input. So actually I want this option to be remembered. So I use last used input. The cast, this is about the Google Chromecast feature. system sounds, television. Again, there's sleep timer, all these settings related to, like a regular TV setting. System runtime, it's been on for this many hours, 1 day and 1 hour. Restart. Remote and accessory. So you can potentially pair your favorite Bluetooth wireless Bluetooth headphones. So without disturbing others, you can just brush your teeth and watch TV using headsets. Feedback. I guess that's it. That's everything about the Android TV here. And if there's an upgrade for the Android OS, it will do that automatically, or you get a notification about the update. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find this review helpful.